Okay, here's the Princess Leia. There's two versions of this figure. There's one with an unpainted neck, which is this version, which is called the turtleneck version, and then there's one with a neck that's painted, and that's called the crew neck. And there's the picture. So this scene from Empire Strikes Back when Princess Leia is on Bespin and she's just changed into her Bespin outfit, or Bespin gown as it says there. So on the US Return of the Jedi card, again unpunched, very nice condition card. The card's really nice. The bubble has unfortunately turned quite yellow, which happens a lot with these sort of cards, especially on the Return of the Jedi and Power of the Force line. I think it's just because Kenner used a thicker plastic, and that just has over time just changed to colour. She comes equipped with her Princess Leia pistol, and the gown itself has a pattern printed onto it, which isn't on the actual, or maybe it is. You can just see little circles on the dress there. For the time, a reasonable likeness, and this was probably the second version of Princess Leia to be released. There then was Leia on Hoth as well, and then Leia on Endor, plus obviously the first version, which was the white Princess Leia outfit from Star Wars. And to the back of this card, it's a 65 back US card with all 65 figures shown. You can see there's a bit of an imperfection there, and most of this is just cords where the bubble is attached on the other side. And here's the three items that they're showing. They've got the Chewbacca Bandolier strap, the Y-Wing fighter, and the C-3PO collector's case. There's the proof of purchase, which is green, and then it says figures made in China, action figures sold separately, Lucasfilm Not Limited 1983, and there you can see the imperfection. It's like a sort of puffiness just there. And then the different figures you could get: the Return of the Jedi figures, Empire Strikes Back mixed with the Star Wars figures. Nice card overall, apart from that imperfection there. Another view of the front of the card. You've got Princess Leia. Not bad, not bad. Shame about the bubble going yellow, but that's very typical of these sort of cards now. If you've got a Palatoy version, okay, another look at the Empire Strikes Back Bespin Guard, the black version, and you can see the figure. Got quite a lot of Empire Strikes Back figures today, loose though, not carded. And you can see the no gold braiding, the Kenner logo there, and the grades. And this is really cheap. Got this from France as well. So this comes from France. It's an easy figure to find on the Empire Strikes Back card. Ungraded, you could maybe get one for 40 quid. Most rare version of this figure would probably be on the Tri-Logo hybrid card, which I do have, but it's a bit tatty, but I do have that. Let's just make out the figure. Okay, so quite a boring figure, but still a classic. And I had that one when I was a kid as well, so quite good fun. Has both Bespin guards. Okay, here's a really nice thing. A Revenge of the Jedi Bespin Security Guard White Guard proof card. So this is 1983 Kenner Star Wars Revenge of the Jedi Bespin Guard White proof card, as it says on the AFA sticker there. Graded 85. Population is 13. So there's at least 13 of these graded by AFA. And let's have a look at it. We've got the Revenge of the Jedi logo at the top, the name of the figure there, Bespin Security Guard, the picture of the figure there, the 3 neon Nom Mothra, the Kenner logo, the orange back where the figure would go. What's his name? Laugh It Up Fuzzball asked me last time I did a review of one of these, how do you know it's a proof card? Well, if you look at the corner here, you can see that the card is not rounded, it's squared. So that's one way of telling that that is a proof card. And you can see the Kenner logo as well. The tops of the card are rounded, but the bottom is squared. So everyone knows the tale of this card, that George Lucas was thinking he'd call the film Revenge of the Jedi. Then he changed it because a Jedi doesn't really seek revenge, and he changed the name to Return of the Jedi. But Kenner had already started to produce the card backs for these figures, and then they had to change them to Return of the Jedi. So worldwide there must be about 700 to 800 of these cards for about 48 of the figures, and the prices range from mega high to, it's like if you've got a Boba Fett one, you talk about 5,000, 4,000, 3,000 quid to I've seen I think a Darth Vader, and if it's graded AFA 90, I think he wants £5,000 for it, which is a fortune, or 2,000 at least. Revenge of the Jedi. There's been quite a lot of these on eBay at the moment, so now's the time to get one of these. These are one of the sort of holy grails of Star Wars collecting, and you might be able to snag one for less than 200 quid if you get one that's starting at a low bid. The Revenge of the Jedi Bespin Security Guard, and as you can see in 2011 they brought out some Revenge of the Jedi BC collection figures as well, just to honour this. But these are the real deal, these are the originals. This is the back of the card, so you've got Collect All 48. These are just before the Return of the Jedi came out, so these are all Empire Strikes Back and Star Wars original figures. And you've got the special offer, 3 neon Nom from Revenge of the Jedi with 5 proofs for purchase and where to sell it in America, Minnesota. And there's neon Nom, barcode and the proof of purchase, that little blue thing there. So this is what the card back would have looked like if it had been Revenge of the Jedi and not Return of the Jedi. But you can get figures on cards like this with Return of the Jedi, 48 backs as well. I've got Princess Leia if you want to check that out somewhere. Original Organa. The other Revenge cards I've got are the Luke Hoth there and Bosk Bounty Hunter, which I can't see yet. Where's Bosk? Oh, there he is. And now I've got the Bespin Guard, White Bespin Guard. So I've got 3 Revenge cards now. Nice.
Okay, here we've got the 1980 Kenner die-cast Trim Pod Cloud car. I've got 2 of them. I bought one recently, this one I think. Didn't cost very much. I've got this on card somewhere as well. This is I really like this vehicle. It's from 1980 and it has no features except in landing gear that can push up and down. Really nice orange vehicle. Kenner 1980 vintage trim pod cloud car, and you can see this one's got the gear retracted. Really simple design, looks great though, very orange. Trim pod cloud car from 1980. Really nice vehicle, easy to find loose, getting slightly pricey these days. On card it's going to definitely be pricey. Trim pod cloud car. So there you go, 2 of them together. I've got another one somewhere loose, so I've got 3 of these. Really nice vehicle from 35 years ago, the trim pod cloud car. There you go, 1980 trim pod cloud car. Nice vehicle.
Okay, here we've got a Luke Skywalker Bespin outfit from the original trilogy collection from 2004, and it's graded by AFA, and it's quite a decent figure. It's got bendable knees, swivel waist, hips, slit cut elbows, swivel wrists, and a twistable head. So for its time, it's standard articulation of your typical OTC figure. So these are known as OTC collection 2004, and they've got quite a retro looking card, a really nice card actually. So it's got the double lines just like in the vintage cards from back in the day, the 70s, and it has the way the name is done at the top is very similar to the vintage figures as well. It has a little picture there of Luke Skywalker in his Bespin outfit from Empire Strikes Back, and then here it has the original trilogy logo, and then it doesn't have a picture on the back of the card. It has an actual scene from the film The Empire Strikes Back, which is generally considered the best of the lot, though I say episode 4 is my favourite. So you've got Luke Skywalker there in a sort of scene with a really large bubble. These cards came with quite large bubbles, and if I turn it around you can see the back of the card. You can see a picture of Luke and Darth Vader having it out fighting. It's from The Empire Strikes Back, and some other figures. I haven't got any of these other figures, so this, you know, there's just too much coming out in those days, so you just couldn't keep up. So it says the rebel hero Luke Skywalker interrupts his Jedi training with Yoda to fly to the Cloud City of Bespin to rescue his friends who have been captured by the evil Imperial leader Darth Vader. As he fights to free his friends, Luke battles Darth Vader in a lightsaber duel and discovers that this terrible villain is in fact his own. Well, I'm not going to say because everyone knows. You've got advert in the corner to join Hasbro, or go to hasbro.com. So there you are, and these are different figures you can get TIE Fighter Pilot, IG-88, Snowtrooper, Tusken Raider, Greedo, and the Jawas, a Jawa 2-pack. So it's a really nice card. It says OTC number 26 Luke Skywalker OTC collection, and there you are. Got Luke Skywalker there, and it's AFA graded. It's 2004 Hasbro Star Wars Original Trilogy Luke Skywalker Bespin. It's U85. U means it's uncirculated, so that means it's just been sent to AFA in a box and then not handled by anyone. So the U grade just means it's not been handled by anyone, and it's card gets 90, bubble 85, figure 95. So it's a high grade figure 95. And it looks really nice. You can get modern figures in AFA boxes pretty cheap these days. If you go on eBay, you can, not all of them. Some people know that charge about 20-30 quid for them. But if you can find the odd one for about a tenner, and then you have to pay maybe £5 shipping on top. So it's a good price to get something like this for a tenner. There you are, Luke Skywalker, plus the shipping would bring it to about 15-16 quid. So it's Luke Skywalker, OTC Bespin outfit, 2004. It's about, how many years? 6 years now? 7 years now. And he's on a tri-logo card, 1983, Palatoy Star Wars. AFA graded, it gets 75, card gets 75, bubble 80, figure 90. And what's good about this figure is the card back image is different to the regular picture that's shown on the Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi cards. It's a totally different image of Lobot. On the other cards he's pictured with stormtroopers, on this card he's pictured with Bespin guards. And if you notice, the picture's kind of grainy, it's not very clear picture. The figure itself is really nice. Nothing really remarkable about it. And has the 3 logos. The bubble is slightly coming up off from the card. You can see it at the top and to my right hand side. So to the left of the figure. But it's a nice looking item. It's one of the major tri-logo picture variations, and thus this figure is really desirable on this card. The figure comes with a blaster and is quite an unremarkable figure. He's the sort of major domo of Lando Calrissian. He works for Lando Calrissian. This is a big tri-logo bubble as well, not the smaller French Meccano type bubble. If it was, it'd be worth a lot more. But, well, you can see the 3 logos up at the top. You've got French, Spanish and English, and then 5 languages in the top corner, and then it's got the typical tri-logo back, which I'll show you. There's the tri-logo back with the 5 languages plus the 3 logos, and then the 79 figures shown. All tri-logos backs are pretty much the same. All pretty. The only variation you can get is with the shade of yellow, which is in the background. Okay, so that's the back, and here is the front again. Okay, so this is Lobot, nice little figure. Let's see if I can get a better shot of him. There's Lobot. Better look at the picture as well. There you go, Lobot. On the tri-logo card, picture variation. So if you're into vintage Star Wars, which a few of you are, then maybe you'd like to track this one down. When I got this about 2 months ago, it was about half the price of the other identical Lobot. So you just got to be patient, and then you can track down a bargain. Okay, so Lobot, AFA 75, time to say goodbye and happy Halloween.
Okay, here we've got a Han Bespin. This one's been U graded 85 by UKG. It's a Han Solo Bespin 1980 Lucasfilm Limited, no country of origin. So this is probably a later release, maybe on a tri-logo card. And no country of origin says it means that it's just got, like here on this figure here, it says made in Hong Kong on the leg, and this one doesn't say that. There's this pistol, it comes with a Bespin blaster, should have come with a Han blaster. So you've got the Han Solo there, and this is the one from childhood. So you can see this one's got a darker blue, more glossy jacket. The legs are slightly different colours, the brown trousers. This one's got, which one's got the wider stance? The head, face sculpt's a bit different, slightly different in the terms of paint application. This one's got a nicer, the Hong Kong one's got a nicer looking face than this one. I think that one has darker brown hair, whereas this one's got more mid-brown. This is the one I had as a child, and so here's the one that I just got. I've got him on a tri-logo card somewhere. There's a video up on that anyhow. And I've got him on a Return of the Jedi. I think it's might be a Palatoy card. Nice figure. Probably the second best Han after the original. Maybe this is probably the most popular Han, because the sculpting is so good on this figure compared to the original vintage figure. The black costume, but you can see the differences, especially in the jacket, the colour there. And this one's got a duller finish, and you can see differences in the head sculpt are quite apparent. So that's your Han Solo, no country of origin. This is your Hong Kong Han Solo. Okay, alright, cheers, bye.
Okay, this is the Ugnaught, on the Return of the Jedi 77 back card again, just like the Snaggletooth. Nothing really remarkable about this. The bubble's pretty yellow and it's got quite a big dent at the top, just about there. Same picture as on the Empire Strikes Back card, Kenner US. Major variation with this figure is the colour of the smock. Sometimes it's blue, which is this colour, or there's a rarer version which is a more lavender colour, and that's the rarer of the two versions. Tiny figure, about the same height as Snaggletooth, maybe a little bit shorter. Unremarkable. Comes with this sort of like white toolbox as an accessory there. A grey outfit with a blue smock, greyish white hair, pig face, a couple of tusks for teeth, which you can just make out. Sorry about the lighting, but it's dark now. 77 back, as I said. There's the picture of the Ugnaught from the Empire Strikes Back. So these guys were the guys that worked on the Cloud City Bespin. There's been a few more versions of this of late. There was one for the 2008 Legacy, I think, and there's a Power of the Force 2-pack as well, which I have the Power of the Force 2-pack. I don't have the later version. So there you are, Ugnaught. I've also got a tri-logo video of the Ugnaught on YouTube somewhere, so you can check that out as well. So, but this is the regular US carded version. Obviously it's worth more on the Empire Strikes Back card, and more still if it was in a better condition. So there you are, Ugnaught with a blue smock, unpunched at the top. And then if you have a look at the back of the card, 77 back, just like the other one, Snaggletooth I showed you. Very common, these 77 backs, and made in Hong Kong. There you go. Okay, here we've got a Princess Leia Organa in a Bespin gown. So this is from about 1982, and it's on an Empire Strikes Back card. So you can just see it there. It's an Empire Strikes Back card, and it's in a really good condition. It's graded, but not AFA. It's graded by UK graders. So you can, let's see, the light's a bit of a problem here. Okay, so you've got the sort of Palatoy type, or General Mills this is actually. So this is a German card that has the black under the Empire Strikes Back logo, which you don't get on the US cards, and it's Leia Organa in Bespin gown, and it's the second picture variation. The first picture has her more at a turned profile, and then this one has a looking at towards the camera. And there's two versions of Princess Leia. This is called the turtleneck version. So if you notice, her neck is purple. On the earlier version it was a painted neck, which made her neck look kind of a bit too long, and that's called the crew neck version. So probably in the UK the crew neck version is probably a bit more scarce. Okay, so pretty similar to the original Princess Leia in the white outfits. Both have a vinyl cape, and this vinyl cape's in pink, and it's got sort of a pattern on the, you can just make it out there, pattern on the outside sort of, and then she comes armed with the same weapons she came with the original white outfit, which is that little sort of pistol, and it's UK graded, so it's really quite a high grade, this figure. It says Star Wars Empire Strikes Back Princess Leia Bespin 1982 General Mills 45 back. Rarity gets 3 stars, and the card gets 90, the bubble gets 90, and the figure gets 90%. So overall it's 90%. And then you got the UK graders hologram. So UK graders are becoming a bit more established now. I mean, most stuff is AFA graded. Good thing about this General Mills card is the bubble's clear. So this was probably on a Kenner card, it would most likely be yellow. Especially if it's on a Jedi, Return of the Jedi card or a Power of the Force card. So this bubble is stayed cleared. It's a double stemmed bubble. All that means is that it's got like 2 little stems that come on the corners at the bottom. So that's all that double stem means. And you can just see 1982 Lucasfilm Limited. Okay, the figure's quite a good figure. You know, it's meant to have a bit more gold highlights on it, but it had that they don't really show up in the camera. And as you can see, it's a good example, this figure, because it's a 90. Okay, and then on the back you've got the 45 figures. So this is like exactly like the same as a UK Palatoy card, 45 back, and so it's most likely that this was carded in the UK and then sent to Germany, and it says in German there. So this is the bit all in German, and then the address of General Mills in Germany, and then the 1982 Lucasfilm Limited. Okay, another look at the Princess Leia Organa in Bespin gown. So you can see, so I've got 2 of these on Return of the Jedi Kenner cards, and I'll see if I can dig that footage up and mix it with this. Okay, so you've got, this is nice Empire Strikes Back logo, then you've got Bespin gown, and then you've got the actual figure. Let's see if I can get a close up of the figure. Other variations are the colour of her hair, some are dark, some are light brown. Then the neck, that's the most famous variation there, whether it's painted or not. And the vinyl cape. So these probably were the last figures to come with vinyl capes. The early 80s Empire Strikes Back figures. And then you've got the UK grade. Rarity is 3. So it's just slightly rare because it's on a German card, but this is quite an easy figure to find, nothing too hard to find really. It's quite a popular figure, so they're not, Princess Leia in Bespin gown is quite expensive, and then if you want to try and get the crew neck, then that's quite hard to get in the UK. Or Princess Leia, they just call it there. In her Bespin gown, a lot more improved over the vintage figure. There's sort of colour applications to the outer dress. She's holding an Imperial blaster. The likeness is really pretty spot on, and it is a nice figure. The background is from the Bespin scene. So It's a good figure, original trilogy collection, and there you go, holding a sort of bronze coloured Imperial blaster, and it says includes base, does that say base, and blaster, OTC 18 this is. Okay, on the back you've got a picture of Princess Leia in her Bespin gown, plus the actual figure there, and other figures. I've got those two, I've got Lobot and Cloud Car Pilot. Okay, and I think I might have Obi-Wan Kenobi. Okay, the Rebel heroes, Princess Leia, Han Solo and Chewbacca, I think they are safe in the company of Han's old friend, Lando Calrissian. This guy here, who is a now Baron Administrator of Cloud City. They have no reason to expect trouble as they enter the dining room, but they discover that they have been betrayed to the Imperial forces when they come face to face with the evil Darth Vader. So that's Leia in her Bespin gear outfit, and it's quite a good figure, OTC. So you've got her there.
Okay, here we've got a Bespin Luke. This is the Lily Lede version, made in Mexico, and it's only UK AFA 60, I think, or UKG AFA. 1980 Lily Lede Star Wars loose action figure, Luke Bespin figure, fatigues, brown hair, raised bar, country of origin, 60, excellent. But it's quite a rare figure, so even if it's a 60, it's still a nice item to have. And it comes with the Bespin blaster instead of the Han blaster. Yellow lightsaber. If you notice, the thumb's got a lot of paint missing there. So this is the Mexican version of Luke Bespin, made in Mexico. There's the back of the figure. Here's a Hong Kong version to compare it to. Made in Hong Kong. This one has a raised bar. There it is. You can just about pick it out. In the back of the leg, there's a little bar there, or scar. Boots are slightly different colour. Hong Kong's a bit more tan. Hair's similar colour. Okay, both 1980 date stamp. Oh man, got easy with a broken arm. Okay, so this is Luke Bespin, made in Mexico, Lily Lede version. There's his lightsaber. AFA 60. And there's the Hong Kong version and the Mexican version. This is the one from my childhood, the Hong Kong version. You can definitely see colour difference in the boots. Okay, so that's your Lily Lede Mexican Luke Bespin, which came with the Bespin blaster and the yellow lightsaber. Nice thing to have. Got it at what I think is a good price. Nice item. And there's the Hong Kong version. Luke Bespin's one of the most popular figures. Okay, you can see slightly difference in the hair colour as well. This one's a bit more gingerish. But otherwise there's not much difference really. So here's your Mexican version. Lily Lede, Luke Bespin, made in Mexico. Okay, cheers, bye.
Okay, here we've got two nice vintage Star Wars action figures. We've got Lando Calrissian, the original Lando Calrissian, in this costume he wore in Empire Strikes Back, and his assistant Lobot there. So Lobot is on a Return of the Jedi 48 back Kenner card, and very nice figure with a red background. And Lando, this is the first early version of Lando, he's got no teeth there. So on later versions of the figure, around the mouth there's a bit of white. And so this is called the no teeth variant of Lando Calrissian. And they both come with the same weapon, a Bespin blaster. And Lando comes with a vinyl cape, and there's a piece of clear plastic behind the figure which they put on Kenner cards to protect the card back and the actual vinyl cape. He's wearing quite a simple costume, just a blue shirt with blue slacks and little blue shoes. He's very dark brown complexion, rather than, if you look in the picture here, you can see that Lando Calrissian, the actor Billy D. Williams, is a lot lighter. He's got nice swept back hair though, and his trademark moustache. This is a good figure. It's not one of my favourites, but it's a good Lando. Probably out of all three Landos, I'm not sure, maybe the Lando Skiff's probably my favourite, but this is a good one. It's on a Empire Strikes Back 31B back card. It's graded AFA 85 yellow, near mint plus. Card gets 80, the bubble gets 85, and the figure gets 85. So good grades for this piece. This is a US release, has the Kenner logo there. Quite a simple background photograph. Looks like the background's just like almost a curtain in the background. There's the name tag, the Empire Strikes Back logo, unpunched, and ages 4 and up. Very nice item. And the Lobot came out a year later in 81. This is on his Return of the Jedi, so this would have been about 1980, late 82, 83. Return of the Jedi Lobot with the character pictured there, stormtroopers behind, free neon non-muffler, Kenner card, nice item. This is graded 75, excellent near mint. This card 75, bubble 85, figure 80. But the figure looks good to me. I recently showed a Lobot on a Tri-Logo card, that was a 75 as well. And I've got a Palatoy Return of the Jedi Lobot, that's AFA 90. On a Return of the Jedi card as well. So this is the standard card image for Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back releases of Lobot, and on Tri-Logo they changed the image, the picture. Okay, so this figure is decked in the sort of similar Bespin type clothes as Lando. It's got the sort of slack trousers with the rounded shoes in the same colour as the trousers. He's got the sort of blossoming shirt sleeves, just like he has in the picture. And you know, Lobot's kind of one of those figures that's often passed, so you can pick him up for quite cheap. I got this graded AFA 75 for less than £50. You could pay the same for, well, I'd say graded lucid go for about £30, but for such a nice item, you know, Lobot, definitely it's about 47 quid, so a bargain really. This one, because it's an earlier release, the Lando Calrissian, is the Empire Strikes Back release. He cost a lot more, plus he's like one of the first release of this figure, the card. So let's look at the back. That's the early card, it's 31 back B. So you can see Lando in the top corner, and Bespin White Guard, all the new figures from Empire Strikes Back, plus all the figures, the 21 figures from the Star Wars, and the 3 vehicles. You've got the Hoth Ice Planet, you've got Star Destroyer, and Darth Vader's collector's case. And there's the proof of purchase, barcode, and this figure's from 1980. Nice card back. The Lando is on a 48 back, so it has the figures all shown together, 48 of them. No Return of the Jedi figures yet, apart from Neon Nom, which is on an offer. He was a mail-in, you could get 5 with 5 proofs of purchases, and that offer expired June the 15th, 1983. There's Lando there. I don't know if I can see, let's see where I can see Lobot. There he is. There's a little bit of a tear there as well on the back of the card. That's why the card got a 75. And you can see there was a sticker there. You've got a mark, a sort of stain where the sticker was. Okay, so those are the 2 backs. Okay, so we've got Lobot, a sort of figure that's often passed by collectors. He's easy to find, and he's, you know, not that popular. I guess he's seen as a kind of boring figure, sort of a cyborg character that doesn't say a word in the films, but they did quite a good job back in the day of reproducing him, and you know, I quite like this figure. I had him when I was a kid, I still got the figure, and you know, it's a nice item, nice card. This is sort of on the cusp of transitioning from Empire to Jedi. Okay, so that's your 48 back, and there's your Lando. He's a lot nicer. He's one of the main characters in Empire Strikes Back, and he has a big role in Return of the Jedi, and that's why he commands more money. He's a lot more expensive. This is a great figure, no teeth version. You can get the version with teeth as well. On Empire Strikes Back cards, they say the version with the teeth is more expensive, but because this is an early release, then you know, this is the first type of Lando card. So you got him there, a nice card image. I've got this on Tri-Logo as well. That's on YouTube already. You'll see that the picture's reversed and a lot more redder, so maybe I'll join those together. Okay, so there's your Lando, looking cool, slick, very 70s, early 80s disco, and so does Lobot. You know, you've seen Robot Chicken where he does all the dancing and stuff, you know. So that's Lobot. British actor played him, something John, I can't remember, John Hollis maybe, I know he's dead now. And then Lando Calrissian, Billy De Williams on his Empire Strikes Back 31 back B card. Nice grades, 80, 85, 85, and Lobot 75 card, bubble 85, figure 80. Both very nice. Great images. This one came out in 80, this one came late 80, 81, second release of the Empire figures. Okay, free Neon Nom offer, and no offer on this card. This card is offerless. People that collect all these carded graded stuff, they tend to prefer cards without offers, unless you're doing a complete run of a figure, and then you want to get every variation of every card released of that figure. Okay, so that's Lando Calrissian. You could get in 2004 they did a VOTC version, very nice figure. I have that, and maybe I'll add that to this as well. Great figure. Perfect version of Lando in this costume. Hasn't been updated yet. Maybe they say that's definitive version, even though it has swivel elbows or cut elbows, which not a lot of people like. So there you are, Lando and Lobot. Time to say goodbye. Cheers. Bye. You better look at these 2 figures. Very nice. We've got the Lando there, 32 1 back B. Very nice. Clearly see he's got no teeth there, or no teeth painted. Great sculpting on the body, captured the torso really well, and good trousers sculpting, and then the Lobot great figure. Very nice. Good sculpting on the trousers and on the clothing. Good head sculpt. Really looks like the character. Here's the two card backs. You've got 31 back B. They'd become 32s when Yoda was added to the range. He was kept back a bit because they didn't want to spoil the surprise of Yoda. But you can see all the figures there with their nice colourful backgrounds. Very nice. And the three accessories, the Hoth Ice Planet Adventure playset, Star Destroyer, and Darth Vader's collector's case, proof of purchase, barcode, and all the different figures you could get. And Lando being there in the top corner. And then here you've got the 48 back, with all the figures displayed together, and the free Neon Num offer. Okay, so there you go. Two really nice card backs, the 48 back Kenner, and the 31 back B Kenner. Okay, final look at these two figures. I'll take photographs now, but there you go. Really nice Lando figure there. Brilliant. Kenner card. Look at the detailing in the shirt, very nice. Great chest sculpting there. Lando Calrissian on the Empire Strikes Back card back, and Lobot on the Return of the Jedi 48 back. Really nice figure as well. Kenner, 75 AFA, and this one's 85 yellow AFA. Very nice. There he is. Nice belt, nice trousers. And same for the bot. Okay, there's your two figures, Lobot and Lando Calrissian. He's a modern figure on a repro style Empire Strikes Back card, comes in a clamshell. These came out in 2004 I think, and the figure is one of the best Lando Calrissians, probably the best Lando Calrissian. He's in his classic Empire Strikes Back costume with arms with an Imperial blast on. He comes in a really nice cape as well. And you've got the original card picture from the vintage line plus the Empire Strikes Back logo, so he was first released on that card. And these are quite expensive, so they usually go for over £10 each. I've got this for less, but still, you know. So, and on the back it's got, these are quite like the new cards now. So this is the original trilogy collection, and then this is the vintage collection. So you can see how similar they are. So that's the Darth Vader figure. Doesn't come in a star case, and that's the original trilogy collection figure. So it says the same thing: celebrate the legendary, blah blah blah. And you've got there the original figure, which wasn't a great sculpt, but is a classic figure on his Empire Strikes Back card. There's two major variations with Lando Calrissian to do with paint apps to the. This is Lobot, and he's on a tri-logo card, 1983 Palatoy Star Wars. AFA graded, he gets 75, card gets 75, bubble 80, figure 90. And what's good about this figure is the card back image is different to the regular picture that's shown on the Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi cards. Is a totally different image of Lobot. On the other cards he's pictured with stormtroopers. On this card he's pictured with Bespin guards. And if you notice, the picture's kind of grainy, it's not very clear picture. 7 and in 2010, and that 2010 figure and card is considered one of the best looks ever. So if you can't, this one's very pricey, but you could always get the VC10, the 2010 version of Luke Bespin. A lot of people have got that. I missed it. I've got the 2007 version though. That's a nice figure as well. Okay, so Luke Bespin, this is a great figure. The costume's amazing. The sculpting, body sculpting has improved so much over that figure. But this one's, because it's the classic first figure that was released, you just got a, that's just the sweet looking item. So is this one though. Not much more easier to find the Luke on the second picture card. Okay, so that's Luke Skywalker, Bespin fatigues. Okay, here I've got that loose AFA graded or UK graded Luke Bespin with the brown hair, so you can see the two differences with the yellow hair and the brown haired version. I prefer the yellow haired version, and you can see subtle differences, like this figure has a more pinkish face where this one's a lot more paler, and both come with the yellow lightsaber, the Han blaster, and are both very nice figures. Luke brown haired on the Bespin card turns up more than the yellow haired version, so you can find, if you're going to find this carded, you're most likely going to find it the brown haired version. Excuse me. And you can see this version has no country of origin. So you can see that the torso is slightly darker or richer in cut tone to the arms and legs, and that's the same on this figure as well. I prefer the yellow haired version, definitely. There's the brown haired version, and if we compare it to this Luke here, you can see that this brown is a sort of sandy colour and this one's a lot darker. So I don't know if Luke Skywalker's been messing around with hair colourants. So you've got three colours there. You've got dark brown there, a more caramel toned hair colour there, and then a very yellowish hair colour there. So you've got three interesting variations. The most interesting would be the orange haired Luke, if you ever found that. But it looks like Luke's been using Head and Shoulders at least. Starts off with very pale hair, then it goes to a medium brown, and then it goes to a lovely dark chocolatey brown. So, and if you look at the picture there, look how dark his hair is there. Okay, so just thought you might want to like to see this. We've got Luke Skywalker, two Bespin outfits, and the original farm boy. Okay. Okay, here we've got two quite hard to find variations. You've got the Luke Bespin with the walking photograph, and Princess Leia Bespin outfit on the profile card. So these two cards have the first pictures. So both these pictures were changed soon after these early release Empire Strikes Back cards, and so they're both highly prized by vintage collectors, and they are harder to find than the later versions with the second pictures respectively, and both have quite a lot of variations. So here you're looking at two figures with lots and lots of major variations. The Leia Bespin has the crew neck variation, the turtleneck variation, plus two picture variations. She has that card picture plus the one it was changed to, and on tri-logo cards it reverted back to this picture as well. Then the Luke, as I've said before, has probably the most variations out of any vintage figure. It has three hair colours: yellow, brown, orange. It has three picture variations. It has the walking picture, the looking picture, and the tri-logo specific variation. This card here, the Luke, is a Canadian card, and this one here is a US card. This is 80 near mint, card gets 80, bubble gets 85, figure gets 85, and this one here is 85, gets card 80, bubble 85, figure 85. So both get the same grades, almost, but this one is 85 overall, and this one here is 80 overall. But they're both 80 cards, both 85 bubbles, and both 85 figures. So both look really nice. So just thought you might want to see these two variations. Hard to find figures. The original Luke on Bespin on the first picture card, and the Leia crew neck on the first picture card. Both Empire Strikes Back 31 back. The Luke's an A card and the Leia is a B card. Okay, sweet looking items. I'll show you the backs. Okay, these are the backs of the Luke and Leia Bespin. So that's the Luke with the French logo there. Looks really nice, and then writing in both English and French. This is a 31 back A Canadian card. Shows the Snowspeeder, Falcon and Imperial Troop Transporter. And then this is a US 31 back B, and it has just English writing because it's an American card. Same pictures of the figures. Has a different items though. It has the AT-AT playset, or Hoth I2L playset, whatever that thing is. The Darth Vader Star Destroyer playset, and the Darth Vader collector's case. So I'm sure it's because of what's shown at the bottom that makes this card a later release. Okay, so there you go, Luke and Leia on Empire Strikes Back. These are both early backs, 31 backs. And there was 32 backs, and then 41 backs, 45 backs, 47 backs, and finally 48 backs. So Empire Strikes Back cards have loads and loads of different variations. Probably the most out of the whole Star Wars Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi range. Okay, one more look at the Leia Bespin, 31 back crew neck, and then we're going to just pull out to look at the Luke, his yellow hair, 31 back, walking picture, both Empire Strikes Back cards, one Canadian, one US. Okay, yellow hair, crew neck. Okay, here we've got the German card. After I've just shown you the Dutch Benelux Clipper card. This is graded 85, a UK grade. It's Empire Strikes Back Cloud Car Pilot. General Mills is the German distributor. 1982, 45 back. UK graded 85, card 85, bubble 85, figure 85. Has the age in English. So the front is just a typical Palitoy card with a clear bubble. Cloud Car Pilot came with two accessories, which one is easily lost, is the little communicator, and it comes with a pistol which the TIE Fighter pilot also came with, and I think later on Neon Num came with. Yeah, made in Hong Kong, carded in the UK, even though, and then sent to Germany. So most of these German cards you can find them at toytony.com, which I've already said the address. Toy and then tony.com. He's in the UK. Good prices. So here's the back of the card. What makes us know this is German card is the bottom half. The top half is your typical Palitoy half. The bottom half says 45 action figures from Star Wars in German, all that sort of stuff. General Mills, 1982. Yeah. Okay, so you've got 45 figures there. Okay, so some of these German card figures are quite hard to find. Some are quite common and could turn up a lot, like the Han Solo original plus the Han Solo Bespin are pretty common. The R2 Center Scope and C3PO are quite nice because they've got on the front got German writing. The Cloud card is also available. This figure is also available on a Return of the Jedi card, and that's really rare. So some of the figures you can get are also on German cards. I think the other ones I've got are the Bosk, the Rebel Soldier, Rebel Commander. Who else? The Han Solo original, and this one now, Cloud Car Pilot. They're all most likely come from ToyTony.com. Okay, some are really hard to find, some aren't. The prices are good for these. You can get them at a reasonable price. So, you know, just Google General Mills or eBay General Mills Star Wars. General Mills is the German distributor. Okay, and this is, I think, the only German specific card out of the whole range. They had a few Power of the Force variants as well, but those are mostly multi-packs and things like that. They're really hard to find. Okay, so very similar to your Palitoy card, but just the bottom half has specific German, so it says 45 action figures, and it's got the address in Germany at the bottom corner there, and 1982, you know, it's a really nice item. Cloud Car Pilot's one of the last of the Empire Strikes Back figures to come out. It's been redone in 2010. This is the original version. So it doesn't have a moustache, this version, and the helmet is fixed, not removable. Good for its time, yep. You know, colourful figure. There you go. There's the guns there stuck in his armpit, and the communicator somewhere. There it is, at the bottom, just there. There's the communicator. That thing is easily lost on loose figures. So you've got to remember, if you're buying him loose, you've got to make sure he comes with two accessories, the gun and the communicator. Okay, great figure on a German card. Good grades, 85 throughout. One of the minor characters, but still, you know, the next generation know him because he's just been redone in 2010. So, you know, looks good on this card. Helmet's pretty cool. Orange goggles. See if we can focus better. I'll take better photos. So this is your German card, which is most likely carded in the UK and sent off to Germany. That's why the card's so similar to a Palitoy card. Okay, these are easy to find, German figures, and they're not as expensive as Kenner cards or Palitoy cards, so cheaper option to get German figures, and they're foreign as well, so you know. Okay, and the best source for them, as I've said before, is ToyTony.com. You'll find that he's got quite a few German figures, a few Clipper figures, a lot of Palitoy and a lot of Kenner US, plus tri-logos as well. And the conditions are top notch. Okay, guaranteeing you this comes from Toy Tony, and whoever bought it and then had it graded and all that sort of stuff. Okay, sent to the UK graders. Okay, nice figure. I've got my old loose one, but I want to show you some other stuff, so I won't show that today, but I've got pictures of it up on my channel in it already, so you know. I've got a die cast loose trim pod cloud car as well. That's graded 80, I think. Looks wicked. Just love the orange design, you know. So there you go. One more look at the back, just make sure you get the idea of the German car back. It's, there you go, German, 45 back. Very similar to the British card, very similar to the Dutch card or Clipper card. You know, looks pretty cool. Okay. I wouldn't mind getting the Power Droid on the German card either. I've sort of dithered about that for the past 6-7 years, about getting that one from Toy Tony. But Eventually I'll get round to it. Of course I got the Princess Leia Bespin on the German card as well. That's all UK Goat grade 90. That was a good price as well for a 90 figure, carded. Okay, so that's your German card. Hopefully this has worked, otherwise I'm gonna have to do this again. Okay, I'll take some pictures. Okay, hi, here we got two vintage collection figures. We've got Leia Hoth and Han Solo Bespin, and both are quite tricky to find. So they're both European cards. Okay, so the Leia Hoth is well, when I was looking at Leia Hoth a few months ago, I was shocked at how much it was going for. Like, it was hitting 30-40 quid, so I was, you know, and I was a bit, wow, that's a bit expensive for a 2010 figure. That's in the UK, and so I thought, you know, I got the Leia Hoth from the 1980 graded. That's on YouTube, AFA 85 Leia Hoth, early version. And then I kept my eyes out for this version, the 2010 version, which is a great figure. The biggest downfall of this figure is no ankle articulation, but maybe because the figure's so small it'd be really difficult to articulate the ankles, but the figure looks great. I mean, you know, plus on the card back it just looks, you know, sweet. And added incentive is it goes for a lot of money, so, you know, it's Brian's Toys knocks them off for $25. So, you know, Leia Hoth VC2 I think is quite a hard figure to find. I paid 8 quid for this on eBay. I'm glad that I got it for that price. So it's a US card. It doesn't have the free Boba Fett sticker on the front, and if you look on the back it's got a little sticker at the bottom just there, which is a European sticker they just put on the bottom half, or not even the bottom half, just the bottom fifth of the card. And, you know, so this is what they did before they put the huge stickers on. They just put a little sticker on the bottom with all the European addresses and all that sort of stuff. It's VCO2, and it's got the original Leia there, so I've got that up on YouTube already. You can see that. I did a really long review of that, so I'm going to cut half of that with this, because that's if this works, because I'm using my stupid 16 gigabyte memory card, and sometimes that bleeps up, so you never know. Hopefully this will work. Still listening to Graceland by Paul Simon. Okay, I just came today from Play.com, brilliant album. I got well into that back when I was 16. Now I'm 40, flipping it. You know, I've already said, I'm babbling. I'm just repeating myself. You know, but this album takes me back to a long, long time ago. Okay, great figure, great card, and the Han Solo's quite nice as well. So these two go together really well. So let's see if I can adjust this a bit. That's better. That's better, I think. Okay, so the Leia Hoth looks amazing. Really nice card. Quite like Princess Leia as a quite collectible action figure. I've got lots of 12. Well, you know, the Leia in the white outfit from 78. I've got the 12 back of that. I've got the Leia Hoth now on this card, plus the ESB card, plus I've got it on Tri-Logo as well. That's got a picture variation. Okay, now the Han Solo Bespin. He's also, I've heard by the likes of Micah 6 verse 8 or whatever, that this figure was quite hard to find. So I went to Forbidden Planet about 4 weeks ago, and they had it on the thing for $10.99. So I thought, oh, I'm gonna get this one, because, you know, I like Han Solo. He's one of my, Leia, Han and Luke are my top 3 characters, so, you know, always go for those 3. And again, it's a European card. This time, it's because it's more recent, it's got the top of the card's been blacked out, but it's the same image as they had up back in the day, and you can sort of see the figures really been updated well. It looks great, fully articulated, comes with a little pair of goggles, welding tool, and his trademark blaster. Got this on the Return of the Jedi card back from about 83, tri-logo. Could do with getting a nice graded Han Bespin, but I can wait for that. Okay, so good figure, nice card, same image they used back in the day in 1980, 81, because this is, both of these are 81, came out originally in 81. These are the second, or late 80, because these are the second wave of Empire figures back in the day. Kenner logo. This was one of my favourite Hans when I was a kid, so great figure. The original vintage one, plus this figure looks great as well. The detailing on him looks fabulous. So let's look at the back of the card. It's got a thing there, security tag on the bubble. It's got the European sticker on it, huge sticker, which a lot of people don't like. They just pull them off, but I don't know, I'm just going to leave them on because, you know, I'm just thinking about tri-logos, so you know, everyone thought they were dog meat back in the 90s, but now they're quite valuable, and they're the European cards, vintage Star Wars figures. Okay, so that's the back of the card, the European sticker, and then there's the front again. We've got Han Bespin and Leia Hoth outfit. These two go together really well. I'll show you the figures closer. There's the Han. Looks great. Excellent figure. And there's the goggles. Good head sculpt. Body looks cool. Detailing classic. And then let's have a closer look at the Leia. It's got quite red lips, I've noticed. Great figure though. And excellently detailed. Looks brilliant, this Leia. You can also get in a free pack as well, but on the card this looks sweet, man. And this one is pricey these days. Not like the C3PO from, you know, the one with all the bits that come out, but you know, these two figures are, I mean, maybe the Han's come in appearing more, I mean, but I just thought I'd better not leave it and just, you know, pick it up at Forbidden Planet for $10.99 that was, and the Leia was $7.99. Both in nice condition, so you know, great pair. They're both in the Millennium Falcon, just about to kiss. Well, we could actually recreate that scene, can't we? Leia's having trouble welding her something, and then Han comes along, babbling on about. Leia says she doesn't like her hands are dirty, and the Han says his hands are dirty, and then she calls him a scoundrel, and Han says something like, "There's not enough scoundrels in your life." And then there's a pause, and then they gaze longingly into each other's eyes, realizing that, you know, they've got to kiss. Actually, they can't because of the bubbles. But you know, there they are, Han and Leia. This would make a good set if you had the big Millennium Falcon. You could put them in there and recreate that scene if you felt so inclined. But two great figures, Han Solo Bespin outfit and Leia Hoth. The Leia Hoth is hard to find, so you've got to really just be patient, and hopefully one will come up that's going to be less than the 10 quid carded. Loose, it's quite expensive as well. So, and I'm not bothered about if it has European stickers on it or not. So you know, this just looks sweet, and the Han looks good as well. So two nice figures there, two nice pickups from the vintage collection, and they go together really well. So recommend them both. Leia's fully articulated except in the ankles. Han's totally articulated and comes with a few accessories. Leia just comes with a Rebel blaster. but they're both great figures. You can see that Han's a lot taller than Leia, so Leia's actually been done at the right height as well. Okay, so this is VC2 and this is VC50. So two great figures there, Han and Leia. And hopefully this has worked, otherwise I've wasted 10 minutes babbling on about nothing. Okay, alright, cheers, later, bye.
Okay, here we've got two Lukes. We've got Luke Bespin with orange hair, he's UK graded 80%, and we've got Luke Farm Boy, he's AFA graded 75. Okay, shouldn't say okay, say it. Okay, so this figure is UK graded, you can see it there. What's special about this figure is he's got orange hair, which makes him quite desirable. I'm not sure if the colour really comes through, but you can see that his hair is sort of between a brown and a yellow colour. And this is the orange haired Luke Bespin, and what I've read is that he was sold in Europe, mainly in the UK, so sometimes they call this the Palatoy Luke Bespin. And it comes with a yellow lightsaber and Han Solo style blaster. Really nice figure. I've already had one of these. The reason I got this one was it was a low bid price, starting price, and I got this one for the 10th of what I paid for the AFA one I got. So this one was a real bargain. Let's see if you can see a better look at the orange hair. It should say on the label orange hair. Let's see if I can pick that out. Star Wars Luke Skywalker, Bespin orange hair, figure 85%, paint 75%, overall 80%. Lucasfilm, Hong Kong, so it's a Hong Kong figure. Luke Skywalker, orange hair. Very nice. There's the back of the figure. I think you can see the orange hair better there. The figure. It says made in Hong Kong there. I don't know if you can pick it out. But this is a really great figure. And this is a kind of... These two Lukes are like, for variations, are really collected by vintage heads. So this is a orange haired Luke Bespin, and this Luke here is a what is this one? This is the loose action figure AFA 75, blonde hair, dark pants, Taiwan. So this is the Taiwan version of the Luke Farm Boy. Very yellow hair, single telescoping saber. I've got a double telescoping saber, I've shown that before. Made in Taiwan, you can just about see that there. Really nice figure. This figure, Luke Farm Boy, is heavily collected. There's many variations, different colour hairs, orange hair. The orange haired of this version is worth a fortune. And there's a brown haired version as well. Really nice figure. You can see these two figures have more or less got the same head, and it's just that they may improve. You can tell this has got improved sculpting compared to this one. This one came out in 1978. This one 1980. So you've got yellow-haired Luke Farm Boy Taiwan version, and the orange-haired Luke Bespin. Really nice, two really nice Lukes. Okay, oops, I said. So really two nice pickups. Got this one at a really good price. I think this one cost less than that, even though this is worth a lot more. It's a far more rarer because it's got the orange hair. So Luke with orange hair, Luke with yellow hair, Taiwan version. Classic figure. It says they've got dark pants and blonde hair. Really nice. Back of the figure, lightsaber yellow, and this figure here. Okay. Cheers. Bye.